Hi, everyone. It's Margaret Manning here. Welcome to 60 and Me. This is the place where women over 60 come to be inspired. My guest today is Susan Good, Susan Honeygood. Susan is a mother, a wife, and a grandmother to 25. She's also an author and has a fabulous website called honeygood.com. I'm so happy to have her here because Susan has dedicated her life really to helping women over 50 to find style and substance in their lives. And it's just so wonderful to have her here to share her expertise. So welcome, Susan.
Thank you for having me. I'm very glad to be here.
I'm happy to have you here, and I'm going to call you Honey because I know everybody calls you Honey, and I want to make sure you feel super comfortable. So hi, Honey.
I'm flattered. I'm very flattered. Thank you.
Well, look, Honey, we are so glad to have you here because you have got a really fabulous website and clearly a sense of style that is, you know, it's just very authentic and beautiful. But one thing I wanted to ask you about was color. And how you think that plays in the choices that women make in establishing their style and how it can affect you emotionally and personally.
Well, you know, even white is color. So if you like white, wear winter white. Yeah. I love color. I love color, especially to use as an accessory.
Right.
I did look in the fashion. I looked in the magazines. I noticed the colors for the season. They're using a lot of plaid in their fabrics.
It's true.
A lot of oranges, browns, tans. I think you have to come to terms with the colors that make you feel happy to start your day because the world is a little gloomy at times.
Can be.
And to be able to put on a pop of color just brightens up our day, our personal day. For example, in the morning, when I'm outside and it's even early in the morning, I wear my red lipstick. I don't think as you get older, there's anything wrong with wearing red lipstick. Very honestly, I think red lipstick, I mean, it's just a very little bit. It's not like you're covering your body with it. It makes you alive. So one color that I choose to put on my face is the color red. And I also love the color red. And how I'll use it is this. I will say wear an all-white outfit. And then I'll put on a red
Exactly. It's
flower.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And I'll put it on my lapel or I'll put it on a hat. I'll put it at my waist and I've got that pop of color.
It's so easy to do that, isn't it? One simple touch like that.
Yes. And you know, if you think about it, there are certain colors that you may wear because fashion dictates that for the season. I don't want you to think in those terms. I want you to think in terms of your style. Yes. And you wear your color that suits you. So you may really love the color blue. And it's one of the most peaceful color. It is the most peaceful color on the color wheel.
No, I agree.
And so wear blue if it makes you happy.
Yes.
Wear plum. Just brighten up your life with your favorite colors.
You know, I'm so glad you said that, Susan, because I think a lot of women in their 60s and in 60 and Me, they really don't follow the rules that we might have followed for fashion before, but they do still have this inner kind of sense that they should be conforming, that somehow being visible means being the same as, you know, like just making yourself blend in. But I think that what you've just said is choosing those colors that really make you feel good is the way to go, because it changes your attitude, gives you more confidence in your walk, I think.
And it does, even with this flower, I could put it on a black coat and suddenly, you know, you have like a bounce in your step.
You know, it's really funny. I should reach over here and try.
Afraid of color.
I actually just happened to see this hat sitting here because I just had it on my desk. But in summer, in the winter too, I wear this a lot of black, and I put this hat on, and just those three colors with black It was really, really powerful. This color in particular is really nice with black. And it's just fun. Like for me, I always look for that color because I know it's going to be like that rose for you. It's just, it makes you feel, I like it. It makes me feel good.
And I have something. Look at this. As an accessory. Look at this color.
I love it. It's fuchsia.
It's a winter handbag.
Yeah.
So I'll wear something pink or I'll wear something white in the summer. And very simple.
Yeah.
But then I'll carry this bag.
I love it. You know,
one of my daughters bought this for me. I love this. I've had it a long time.
That's a really cool bag.
Blue in the middle.
I love it.
But you have pop of color.
Well, you have eclectic taste, but you don't go over the top. And actually, looking at that color, I'm reminded a lot of women in our community do say that they go more towards the jewel colors as they get a little older. And they're like not so much into like the wooded, like you were talking earlier about browns and greens, not being really right for either of us. But we like those turquoises and the pinks and the maroon colors. They shimmer. They bring out that little glow inside of you.
And why not even wear something that shimmers? You can do that with your eyeshadow. Put a little shimmer in your eyeshadow.
People say that don't do that right when you get older. What do you say to that?
Well, I like it. And I'm certainly not young, but I like my eyes to shimmer a little, and I have good eyes, and I like to wear black mascara on.
Oh, it's a very nice pose that you've got right there right now. You're frozen. Just 1 second. Let's see if it comes back. We're having the wind gremlins today.
My eyes.
1 second, Susan. Hold on a minute. We've got your freezing. Okay, I don't know whether
they're part of my.
I'm going to wait a minute. Are you back? Hi, you froze a bit there. Are you back now? All right, Susan.
Yeah. Yes. We're back.
Okay, you're back now. Okay,
yeah.
You froze there for a minute, so you're back. Good, thank you. Okay. I forget what you were saying now, but I think we're saying that we like even a bit of sparkle. That's okay too. That we can. Color is multidimensional. So if we choose like using a rose, or we choose a little bit of purple eyeshadow that's sparkly, the color is what energizes you. Do you agree with that?
Or look at the earring.
Yeah,
it's just a little color, and look at the very thin little belt.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
But it has rhinestones.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it, but
we saw it for a second. Yeah, I can see it there. And I think that really is actually the thing that your color choices really are coming from deep inside of you. I mean, people say that they have their colors done, you know, their summer or their whatever they are. But when you get older, I think you just kind of, you gravitate to the color. Like you said, plaid and yellow for me. I never buy anything yellow, but you love orange. And
but I wouldn't buy anything yellow either.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't own, or I have never owned a yellow, even in my beads. Oh, I think I have a green there. But no yellow, but orange. You said, I love orange. Just love it. Don't know why.
So actually, if the two of us are just chatting without an audience,
yeah,
we basically know the colors we love.
Yes.
So put them on.
Yeah.
And your day will be bright.
I agree. And even if you wear, like we talked about earlier, a black outfit or gray or brown or any kind of neutral tone, just a simple pop of color can make all the difference. So I think it's really wise to know the impact that color can have on your the way that the world sees you, because the way you see yourself.
And you know what else? I do believe that age is just a number. It's all up here. It's in our head.
I agree.
So my husband likes to take me shopping on occasion. And look.
What is that? A skirt, dress?
These are pants.
Yep, that works. That works for you, doesn't it? I mean, that's you.
Well, when I wear them, Um, it's out of the ordinary for me. But when I put them on, and the rest of me is quite bland, yeah, I feel, oh my gosh, I'm like out of my sphere, and it's a nice feeling on occasion.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to just be you.
And I think that and I think when it comes to fashion, there are so many things that we can, and I'm talking fashion now as opposed to style. And I know you are such a very big fan of the concept of style rather than fashion, but color relates to both the external, the textures of the fabric that you're buying, but it also it's like matching the inner glow, whatever color that inner glow is. It's like the chakras, if you think about those things that, that really,
I do.
And it's just, you're drawn to one or the other, like you're drawn to the blues or you're drawn to the pinks. It's just, maybe that's just part of getting older, is you just kind of relax around it and just, let that channel through you.
Well, our color, it's just part of the total of us.
Yeah.
And just go with your color. Just don't be afraid.
Well, I think that that's great advice. And I think that the shimmerier, the more shimmer, the better, the more brightness, the more glow is really what color is all about. It ignites your inner passion. And I always say that women in our, over 50 are living with passion and purpose. We want there to be this element of seriousness and about being taken seriously, but also we're like, come on, let's just play. Let's just play with clothes, for goodness sake.
You can use color in your glass frames for your glasses.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't be afraid. Buy frames that have color. For myself, I don't wear tons of color. I know these pants that I showed you are very colorful.
Cool. Yeah,
but I basically dress in my silhouette is usually one color.
Yeah, it's a palette.
And it could be white, gray, black, navy, no brown for me. And then the way I use my color is in a shoe. For example, I will wear a gray suit, a little gray suit. And every American girl will wear a gray boot or shoe or a black boot or shoe. And I'll pop on a pink pump. And all of a sudden, I've got that splash of color.
Yeah.
And it kind of defines your personality. Yeah. So you could dress in one silhouette of color and then put your splash on of your handbag, your shoe, your glass frames, your earring.
That it gets to. I'm really glad that you covered like those pops of color. Like you don't have to go crazy. It's just a shoe or the rose or something in your hair. But I think, just in closing, I think it really does talk though to something that's so important to older women, and that is this invisibility that we almost in some ways want to be invisible because of the changes that we're going through. Our faces are changing. We've got a bit more weight perhaps around their waist, and it's like this constant conversation about color is just going to draw people to me. It's going to draw attention to the things that I'm not very comfortable with myself as an older woman. And what I think what you're saying is use color, use color to break through that. And even if it's like you said, a small piece of a rose or a scarf or a shoe, use that to fight the feeling that you want to hide because you're not quite comfortable yet with being over 50. It's a really interesting dialogue.
The other thing about invisible and visible is that your beauty is internal.
Yes.
80% of all of our beauty is within us. It's our smile. It's a wink. When you go up to someone and you just don't hardly touch them, but give a squeeze to a shoulder.
The subtleties of it, yeah.
That's real beauty.
Yeah.
And so don't forget that.
Yeah.
And if you can remember that and remember all the passages you've already been through in your life and how wise you are, I think you may walk taller and feel happier about yourself. I know I do. I do.
Well, you have got a fabulous presence and a lovely smile, and you are walking the talk here. So thank you, Susan, so much for being with us and sharing your insights. I'm sure you've inspired a lot of women today. So check out Susan's Honey's website, honeygood.com, and hope that you enjoyed our conversation. I certainly did. Thank you, Susan.
I certainly did. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye for now. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our 60andMe YouTube channel and also visit our website. We are a strong and dynamic community of women over 60. We're challenging aging stereotypes, and every day we share fascinating stories, interesting questions, and great conversation.